Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back, ladies and guys. If you are listening, I know there is a couple of you. My good friend Stephen listens to the podcast, so I hope you had a lovely Christmas, Stephen. Nice quiet one. So today I just thought I'm going to do a little podcast because I did this episode last year talking about Twixmas and people are like, what's that? And it's that lull stage in between. But I love this stage because I don't really work. If I choose to work if I want to. But if you have got some time, we need to make that pause sometimes to make the shift, because sometimes we are all over the place and we don't really give ourselves a lot of time. And I love the time just to sit and relax. And today I've been doing all my, I've got some gorgeous gifts. I've been going through them all. I've got some lovely diffusers. I've just been changing all the diffusers in the house. And I've got some lovely clothes. And oh my God, I've been so spoiled. And yeah, more than I expected. So it's just, it's just been nice just to spend time at a nice quiet Christmas at home. My neighbour came round too, so mum and dad, and my husband's just been incredibly amazing, with the dinner, and it's just nice. So I thought, I'm going to do a little podcast because we're going to football's on, so I'm tidying up because football's on. You know what I thought? I've been listening to podcasts all day as I've been tidying around. My son's his friend's got a new phone who he goes to school with, so he's got his first phone. So they're playing Roblox, talking on WhatsApp. So I'm like, I'm going to do a podcast, and I can do another one next week. So I thought, I'm going to do it a day early before I go to my mum's. So I'm going to mum and dad's later, and we're going to have some nice hot beef baguettes, just something nice and chill. And because sometimes we just need to get out the house, because we can get cabin fever sometimes, can't we? We just want to get out. Even if it's just going for a walk. I see my gym room now, my podcast room, it's there's loads of things in, so I'm just cleaning it all up just so I can get on the treadmill and get going a little bit, because I want to just keep my word this year is health as well, because I just want to work on the muscle and just feel a lot more toned and supple. But this week is my week of reflection and pause and look at what I want. And it's not about judging the year. It's about noticing what felt heavy this year, what surprised you this year, where did you grow without realising, and what are you proud of, even if nobody clapped. If nothing comes up, that's okay. Rest is still productive. But I'm guessing we've all got something that come up. We might have achieved something and nobody's even give us acknowledgement. And that is not because of us sometimes. That's usually because of them. But that's when we get rid of the weeds, as I always say. I've had a few listeners that have reached out to me saying, you know what, I'm adapting everything you said on the last 5 episodes and you're really shaking me up and you've got me going. And it's just funny. I had quite a lot of downloads on Christmas Day. So it goes to show that people are still listening at different times of the day, because people are always seeking help and support, whether it be health, fitness, anything. This is what this podcast is. It's manifesting self-development, personal development, it's mum life, it's a bit of everything. This is your genre. What you want to listen to is what you enjoy that I talk about, is what you want to improve your life. You want to improve your mindset. You want to make more time for you, and that's what it's all about. So sometimes we just need to acknowledge things this year, because how do we take it into next year if we don't acknowledge it now? And we always talk about New Year's resolutions, and that's great, but we need to make sure that it's spot on this year. We know what we want to do next year, and we can anchor it, we can commit to it, we can time block for it, we can do everything, we can buy the resources. In my last episode, and I put it on my socials, I've got my 100-day goal setting journal. So it's 150 pages, and you can just work every day writing it. Give yourself something to work through. Sometimes we just need a little bit of a nudge. So I actually got some like planners. One of my lovely clients made me. She made me like a little journal. So it's just nice. I've got some extra planners as well. So I can't wait to sit down and start just planning. I love this time in between to plan, to think about what I want, to do some skincare. And I got like a neck massager, and I got one of those lunar, when the LED lights. I've got an eye massager, and I got this ankle heat massager, which I did want, but it was like an ankle tag. So I'm like, it's not too heavy, but it's all right. But when I'm in the salon sometimes, and I've got fibromyalgia, my body aches, and I just think, you know what, I just need something for me. And I've put it in my mum brought a basket round, and I've pinched it off. I said, can I keep that basket? So I've got everything in there. And that's my self-care box. We need a self-care box. We need something to think, you know what, if we put it in cupboards, we don't find them. But if they're here or they're easy to access, we can think, you know what, let's time block a goddess hour for you a week. What's your goddess hour? And that a goddess hour is something what you do for you. That might be a bath. It might be, I'm going to shave my legs. I'm going to, just want some time for me. And that's a non-negotiable time. Even if you have to get up early at 5 a.m. because you're so busy with work, you would feel so much better if you just commit to that one time a week. Even like it's doing 2 to 3 days exercise. And maybe on a Friday, it's shave your legs day, do your bits, everything. It's like face packs and foot packs. And lovely Stephen, thank you Stephen, he sent me a gorgeous little package with face packs and lip pumps, and he got me some lovely Clinique. I don't know how he knew my dramatically different moisturiser. He sent me a little one of those, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like amazing. So I'm like super excited. I'm going to put everything together, and yeah, and just like look through it. So I love looking through things because I think, right, I'm going to do a face pack, eye pack, the little gold packs that you put under your eyes, and then I've got some lovely films that I want to watch. I just want, to have some time for me. I do get time for me at night because my son's 15 now. It's completely different. And, and he goes on a Monday, he goes to like youth club, which is for children like himself. So there very much is lots and lots of staff. So at first I was like, oh, I don't like leaving him with anybody. But they are qualified. They do look after him, all SEN. And they're all similar, so it's great. So even then, me and my husband have a meal together, or we've got a bit of time, want to go shopping. Sometimes I'll just say to my husband, I'm going to have a bath. This is, we'll have tea and then we'll have a bath. And if football's on, it's great, because I'm like, right, I'm going for a bath. So it's just great. And my friend got me a neon like diffuser, and she said it's for the car. So it's like a portable one. So that's amazing. I've just had it on, but I had to turn it off because I could hear it in the background. So it's just using scents and using different things that are going to transport you to nice places, and doing some visualization, doing some meditation. Just spend some time to think about what you want out of life. What do you want out of next year? I know what I want to get rid of like next year. I want to get rid of grief. I want to get rid of, just things that it's not going to get me anywhere. And that's just do talk therapy and just talking to my family. But I've got this time to reflect this week and think about, and it's nice to think about our loved ones. I was speaking to my friend Sarah this morning, and we were talking about like loved ones and how we should keep the memory alive. And I know it's hard sometimes, we don't want to talk about them, but they've had a place in this world before, and we do need to acknowledge them and think about them. I always talk to my nan in here all the time. I've got some ashes in here, and I'm always like, show yourself, come on woman. But I know she's at peace, so she'd be like, just leave me alone. This is what she would be like. But she'd be saying, oh, look at all them things you've got. She used to go mad at Christmas. She'd be like, you've got too many things. But this is what I mean, they're like fun memories. So I've got this time to think about that. But I've also got time for a nervous system reset. So Twixmas is the nervous system exhale. So we've been in the go mode all year. Manifesting and clarity don't come from burnout. At moments create better decisions, because sometimes I always do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method before I make a decision, and when it's heated, and we can all get into a heated moment, I just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and maybe doing a little bit of EF tapping. And we could do this, like apply this to if you've got children and you get a bit cross sometimes because they're always arguing and messing around. So it's just about breathing deeper. I do want to do some breath work this year and work on my breath. And I've got asthma as well, so I think sometimes I don't use my lung capacity enough. So it's like working on my cardiovascular and then also working on breathing and just making sure my blood pressure I mean, since losing 5 stone, I used to think my blood pressure was all right, but it's dramatically dropped. So it's at a good rate now. So I haven't got pressure, like everything's running a lot better, and my veins are looking a lot better as well because I had my veins done. So it's just little things that I'm trying to have upgrades to my life and trying to make just preserving my life and preserving my 40s and making sure, because we ache, don't we? Like, I don't know what it is, if this sounds like you, but when you get to 40, I'm like, oh, why did everything start aching and like creaking and getting off the floor taking a little bit longer? But I just think our bones and our veins do get a little bit worn because we are constantly non-stop all the time. Sometimes we need to slow our thoughts a little bit, just let others in sometimes and think about who we want to get rid of negatively in that space. Old friends, were they serving us well? Were they not? Probably not. I said to my friend Nicola, like, we need to, like, next year, like, go out of Preston and do some, like, different business networking and just do something to get out and about and get our businesses out there. I'm going to do an event, we're going to do this, going to do that, go for some sound baths. It's just nice, isn't it? Like, we're already planning things, and she's really excited for New Year because it's exciting. We do things, and I'm going to book a massage every month. I'm going to try and commit to that and book it in so it's done. Just something that's done for me. Then if I book it in, it's done then, isn't it? Put the money away and have a little treat. I've said that, put it in a little savings account and think, right, that's put £10 away a week and think that is my goddess, a little treat a month. Even if it's just, you know what, I met my friend for coffee the other day and I had 2 hot chocolates. And I thought, you know what, it's a bit of mum time, chill time. It went really quick and I enjoyed it. And I won't be doing that all the time. And they'll probably go off the menu. It's the cherry hot chocolate from Costa. I love it. So, and they're expensive, so it's not something you would normally do on a day-to-day basis. But it is nice to actually think, you know what, I'm going to go and meet my friend. I'm going to have some adult conversation. I'm going to talk. We're going to yap. And we're going to just offload. And that's your time. You don't have to think about cleaning, doing that. And I walked down to meet him. My husband, it was quite dark when I came back. He was like, you're not walking back because he's so busy. And he came and picked me up. And yeah, it was just nice. So he knows that I need time to see my friends. His friends are not in this town. And his family live in Devon, so it's quite a long way, so you don't get to see a lot of, like, people, but he's quite happy, he can do whatever he wants, but he's happy with the TV and just chilling and doing things. He's like, you know what you're like, he's like, you just like to be with people, completely different personality. I need to be with people, talk to people, but he's quite happy. He's got me, obviously, and my family, and his work friends, but it's time for him, and, like, it's funny, because, like, what do you want to do next year and what are your goals? I always ask him, and he's like, well, I just want to improve the house and have happy and have you. And so he's honestly so laid back and easy, and we booked a holiday for Haven. So we've done the Haven holiday, that's out of the way, because we're meeting a friend that we met, a couple last year, and her daughter, she's just a little bit older than Harry, and she absolutely loves Haven, and they booked the same week. So we're going to have an amazing time, and he loves it. And to other people, they might think, oh, Haven. But you know what? It's in Devon. It's absolutely beautiful. And my son, he's SEN. He loves Haven. He loves tennis. He loves it. So the thing is, we got to do things. Like just going abroad, or unless we're going to Disney, like going to just like a normal beach holiday is not really relaxing for us, because we've got to keep an eye on the ball. We can't just sit there and sunbathe and relax, because he doesn't want to do that. Unless we're going with another couple, like another group of people. So we will get abroad, but we do things what he wants. And we're really happy, because we just love spoiling him and seeing him happy and on that dance floor. And, and do you know what? The great thing about Haven is the staff, like, he's got his lanyard, and they automatically know, because he's quite tall now. It's apparent that there's something, because you're not going to get usually 15-year-old lads that are going to be on the dance floor, but he loves it. He doesn't think he's doing anything wrong, and I love it. I'm still keeping my baby in a way, but this year, he does need to work on some goals, and, he's got to do things. I do a lot for him, even, like, helping him bathe and get dressed, and I'm like, I really need to, like, get him, but it's his coordination and his strength, and so he still needs a lot of support and, a lot of care, like, all the time, and we do everything for him, and he can't, like, butter breads, and, like, when children go make a sandwich, and he can't use the cooker, and he can't use them. He tries to, like, help me, so I try and reinforce it, but, like, I can't let him using hot water. I was making fried egg butties and going into town, getting on trains. There's absolutely no way he could do. I don't know what the future holds, as in terms of, will he need a chaperone when he goes out when he's older? So, yes, I'm digressing there a little bit. But this is my life all the time. I've got a lot going on, and But I'm also being positive and doing all the things, and I don't grumble about it. It is what it is. Do you know what? I won't change it for the world. Maybe my husband would not change it, because I think it's made us closer, because we give him everything he needs and he just makes us laugh. So this is a really good time for an identity check-in as well. So who are you now compared to January last year? And what version of you is quietly emerging? And what no longer fits in 2026? So frame it as evolution, not reinvention. Sometimes we just need to think, right, let's get down to business. Let's sort us out. Because sometimes, you know what? We just need to look forwards and look at Twixmas as like, what do I want more of? What do I want less of? What word just describes the energy I want to carry? So it's that really good bridge now into January at like what I really, really want. And it's non-negotiable. It's you. Let the family know if you have to, and get them involved. So said, this is what I want to achieve. Make me accountable this year. Do you want to get fit with me? I need to definitely work on fitness stuff with my son. So he's like overall mobility's not the best. Like, can't like run like other children. He can't. The strength's pretty poor. He has like hydrotherapy at school. So there's things like I want him to maybe do more. Like, I've got a little treadmill here, so I can get him to do some work, but it's the attention and it's the safety, it's everything. So I want him to do more things. I want him to build some strength. I need him to put a bit of weight on as well, because he doesn't, because of his body, and it's the genetic thing. When you look at other children like him, because we've come together now and we've met other children that are similar, they're very much similar, very skinny, small face, pale, blonde. They've got a lot of similar characteristics. So I need him. It's like it's the atrophy in his muscle is a lot less than you see other children now his age. They're quite thick set, but he's quite a slim. Even though trying to eat him, and this is another thing with him is food, like trying to get him to eat different foods. And so I said to him, this year you can have your treats as long as you're going to have different meals. So hard, it's the censoring, it's getting everything. But they're my goals this year, to stop letting him wrap me around his little finger. I'm aware of what I need to do. Yes, I am a helicopter parent. We do overcompensate. I do worry about him constantly. But yeah, is it just a parent thing anyway, or is it an SEN thing because we worry even more about them? I don't know. But you know what? I know what I need to work on, like everything that I've just shared with you, and probably other things as well. But it's just, how am I going to fit it into next year? What are going to be my priorities? And my priorities are my family and my business, my salon, progressing my podcast, working with people, helping them launch podcasts, doing some books. It's all that. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing some masterclasses. So I think I might get them sorted this week, get some dates for masterclass. And yeah, do like a self-publishing one, then maybe do a podcasting one. But I do like to work one-to-one with people, because I can give you that bespoke, like one-to-one. We do it on Zoom, and we can then record it, and that's yours for life. Then you'll never forget it, because we do forget things. But it's private then. We can go on the strategy. We can talk about everything we need to know. Whatever you want to do business-wise, even if you're just thinking about setting up a small business, like what you need, social media, just creating some digital products that you can sell. We all want to earn more money. We're all busy mums, aren't we? We always want to create something for us. Like, you might be in a job and you're like, it's just killing me. Like if I had to work in a salon, I couldn't, because I have to be home. It can't be like I'd come home on a bus and have a key. And when my husband goes back on like weekday work, I couldn't let him in the house on his own. So I work from home, so I could do everything. So I've been able to work this, but my husband's enabled that. He's created a salon for me at home, and I've got my podcast for him here to do my coaching. So my husband's here and I work around him as well. So it's just trying to look at everything like, look, let's do a list and let's commit ourselves now and say, what can we commit to? And send me a message. I love to hear what you want to commit with next year. Do you need help with? I do the one-to-ones, the manifestation hours, where we can go through everything. It's a health, fitness, business. Like, let's do some goal setting, do some vision boards, anything you want help with. I'm ready for it. So yeah, and we can do that on Zoom. Obviously, if you're not local to me, not everybody's local, we can do that on Zoom. Everything is in my link tree. If none of the links work, I'm going to check all my links this week and make sure everything's right. That's what I've been doing this week, just clearing everything, making sure it's like ship shape, ready for the new year. So anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm going to get ready and I'm going to my mum and dad's. We're having hot beef baguettes. I think I've already said that. And yes, I might have a little Baileys or something. And yeah, so look after yourselves. all my resources. There's lots of free resources in my link tree. I've got a money mindset like ebook that's probably quite helpful now. Let's start getting rid of some negative beliefs around money, and just moving forward. Actually, how can we bring more money in? And that's just manifesting and just really propelling that now into next year. You might have felt manifesting was a bit rubbish for you this year, and we can all get that because we can be in a little bit of a funk, but let's just get out of that now. And crystals, I was feeling a bit of a funk this last month, and you know what I thought? I've not had my multivite on for about 3 weeks. I couldn't have found it quick enough. I just took it off and I just put it, one of them broke, but then one was still on a chain, and so what I did is I just went and found it, and my mood shifted in days. I felt completely different, like all these strange things started happening. So it does work. You just got to believe in it to do it, the manifesting. So anyway, and if you've not bought my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood is a self-development book. It's available in hardback, paperback and digital, and you can get it off Amazon. And if you've got Amazon Prime, it'll come the next day. So I will speak to you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Whatever you're doing, you might not celebrate Christmas, but just look after yourself. Spend some time working on you, what you want, and be really kind to yourself. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my link tree. From my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood, to powerful resources and ways we can work together. It's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.